Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome back to What Was Mommy Thinking? If you are new here, my name is Crystal. I'm a full-time working mom, and my husband, three kids, and I live in the great state of Texas. If you are already a subscriber, as always, I so appreciate you being here and your support, and I am eternally grateful for you. And today I thought we would look at a low budget weekly grocery list and how we shopped for the friend of mine that I'm helping learn how to budget. So if that's something you're interested in, please stick around and let's get at it. All right. So, welcome, everyone. I want to first and foremost thank you all for so much wonderful feedback from Friday's Financial Friday video for my colleague that is just starting to budget and lives on a low income here in Texas. Excuse me. So I had some people comment about the amount that she spent on groceries for the week. So I thought I would recreate for you what she and I did to plan out her menu and get her groceries for a whole week, including the 2 days that she does get to eat out. So if you've ever watched one of my grocery shop with me, well, there's only been one, so that was an unfair statement. But I like to pull up Kroger, put it on half of my screen, and Walmart on the other half of my screen. My Kroger is not working. It hasn't been working all day. And so this is actually my second time trying to record this. The first time I tried to record it, I forgot to share my screen. So you got an entire 25 minutes of nothing but my little icon. So we're going to go do this again. I have Kroger and Walmart pulled up, as I said, and what I do is for every item, I will put it in the box and I will see who has the better price on it, and that's what cart I add it to. For the purposes of today's video, to speed things up a little bit, I am just going to go ahead and use where we found it at the best price and add it to the cart on that screen so that you guys see that and don't have to watch all the comparison. Most of the items did come from Walmart. So you will see more things going into the cart here. First thing that we're going to do is buy some leafy romaine salad mix. She loves salad. She hates all of the prep work and said that if we would just buy one bag of salad mix, she can stretch that out to a few meals and she'll actually consume it and not throw any away. So we're going to go for convenience here. The one thing that she doesn't mind cleaning and prepping are her carrot sticks. So we're going to get her a bag of 1 pound carrots. She feels like she gets more value out of this than a 1 pound bag of the baby carrots. She likes actual carrot sticks. So we're going to do that for her. She has some tuna packets in her pantry, but she wanted to make a tuna casserole. So we're going to go down here to this 12-ounce can, which is actually 2 times the size of a regular can of tuna. I'm comparing to albacore. But if you look at a 5-ounce can of chunk light tuna for 86 cents at 17.2 cents an ounce, we're going to go for this 13.3 cents an ounce. Instead of buying 2 cans of this, we're going to get 1 can of this, and it's going to work out to our advantage both financially and in the recipe that she's using. In addition to that, you guys know I feel that coffee is a life-saving treatment for most, not necessarily for the person that's drinking it, but for those that have to work and live with them. She likes this classic roast ground coffee. It's 11.3 ounces and gives 90 cups of coffee. She estimates that this will last her 3 to 4 weeks, but to be on the conservative side, we went ahead and listed it as 2 to 3 weeks on the menu plan, and you guys will see that in a little bit. She drinks her coffee with half and half instead of creamer. So we're going to grab her a $1.60 32-ounce thing of half and half. And then she's going to need some sour cream for one of the dishes that she has on the menu. 16 ounces will do just fine for that. She's also going to need some butter. And you know me, we're going to go for that unsalted butter every time. It is the same price as salted butter. It's just a better option for you. She needs some cream soups for a couple of recipes that she's making this week. We really tried hard to pick recipes that we're going to give her leftovers because she actually enjoys eating leftovers, and that were going to be foods that she likes. So we're going to get 2 cans of the cream of chicken, 2 cans of the cream of mushroom. The recipes that we're using these for She's actually going to get one, I think one extra of each, possibly. Maybe one extra or just one of the cream of mushroom. But either way, we wanted to put a little bit of something into the pantry. She needs 2 cans of canned peas. And you know me, we're going to go down and find that no salt added and grab 2 cans of those. And then she needs some egg noodles. And this is for one of the casserole dishes that she's going to make that makes 8 servings, but for her, it'll probably make more. The 16-ounce egg noodles, whether you get the medium or the wide, is the same price. She actually prefers the wide, so we'll add those back in. And then we're going to grab a frozen mix of onions and peppers because this is good to mix into omelets and egg scrambles and other dishes. And I'm trying to find the one that we got here. Let's see, maybe if I take the word mix out. The one that we chose had onions, peppers, and celery. Let me see if I can, there it is, this seasoning blend. We're going to add that to her cart. And then she needs a loaf of bread. And she said the Walmart bread is the one she normally gets, that round top sandwich bread. So we're going to add that to her cart. And I feel like we're missing something. Let me look back over really quick. In her cart, we have the bread, the veggies, the pasta, the peas, the cream of chicken, the cream of mushroom, her butter, her sour cream, her half and half, her coffee, her tuna, her carrots, and her leafy romaine. And there's one thing missing, y'all. Where is it? I don't know what I did with it. So right now where we stand is $18.62. Tax in the state of Texas is 8.25%. And I am going to do the tax math really super quick. All right, I found that one item. She had asked for a half gallon of milk. Doesn't drink a lot of milk, but she does drink a little here and there. So there's that half gallon of milk. So sitting right now at a total of $20.17 from Walmart. And after tax, that's going to run her about $21.83. I'm going to switch you guys over. We're going to go through Kroger, the total, and look at the menu plan. Well, if we learned anything in 2020, we learned how to pivot, right? And how to make adjustments. So I don't know what's going on my computer. It's saying that there's some kind of ad blocker or something that's preventing me from being able to run Kroger on my computer. So I apologize in advance for the small screen, but we're going to get through the Kroger, and it's just a few products anyway. So first we're going to look up celery. As you can see, we're going to do the 99-cent celery. Then they had bananas on sale for 22 cents a piece. And because she is a single person and doesn't need like an entire bunch of bananas, then we're going to just do 4 bananas for her. Then we're going to come up here and we're going to do some apples. They have 2 kinds of apples that are on sale for 88 cents a pound this week. I believe one of them is Fuji and one of them is Gala. So you can see here the Fuji apples are 88 cents a pound. So we're going to give her 2 of those. And then if you scroll down just a little bit more, those Gala apples are also on sale. So we're going to give her 2 of those just for a little bit of variety. They have grapes on sale for 99 cents a pound. We're going to grab her 1 pound of, well, actually it's a 2-pound bag, but it's 99 cents a pound. You get a bag for $1.98. Then we're going to get that ham. So because it's close to Easter, this ham, if you think about it, is almost 10 pounds, and it's $8.58. You can barely buy a pound of ham lunch meat for that price. So we're going to get that ham, and that 10 pounds of ham is going to serve her multiple meals. We're going to freeze part of it. We're going to save that ham bone for soup. Lots of different things are going to be made out of that ham. Then we're going to get 1 bag of the hash browns. You can get either style that she wants. She actually prefers the kind of cubed ones right here. Then you can get eggs here. They were cheaper for an 18 count of eggs, and that's exactly how many we needed. I will show you guys why here in just a minute. We want those large ones, and that is it. So for her cart at Kroger, our total is $17.80. So not bad at all. Now, I'm going to take this away, and we're going to take a look at this shopping list. And let me fix the zoom here on the camera. So again, remember that this is my copy, so that's why there's all kinds of writing all over it. I make notes on it so that I can help her out. I do need to change this total and this total, so it's going to be $19.19 because of the grapes were $1 more. So this is what we came up with her for the 1 week. When it came for the snacks, when she did her freezer and pantry inventory, she already had like popcorn and cookies and protein bars, crackers, candies, some cereal. So she had plenty of snacks. And then just like most of us, she had your standard staples. She had peanut butter, she had canned soup, some cheese. She had plenty of pet food, toiletry, and household items for this week. She had spices, canned veggies, cucumbers, tomatoes, cottage cheese, some tuna packets, and some yogurt. So she had quite a few things already in there, and some of these needed to be used up, like the cottage cheese and the yogurt, because they do have an expiration date on them. So here's what we came up with, and she did a really great job here, you guys. So we did breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the entire week, and I know that it's kind of a jumbled mess. I took a yellow highlighter and highlighted things that she already had so that we didn't include them on the grocery list. And then we went through. She is rotating between a few different breakfasts. One of them is omelet, fruit, and grapes, and in that omelet, she's going to use that frozen veggie mix and eggs and cheese to make her omelet, and probably some leftover ham. Then she told me that for Sunday she had some leftovers from Saturday night. She had dinner with a friend and had some leftovers to consume. So for the first day of our first meal plan, she was going to eat that for lunch. And then she had a big dinner planned. So the ham she was going to make in the oven, that almost 10-pound ham. She had some canned green beans, and if you guys don't know how to doctor up canned green beans, excuse me, there's some great recipes online using beef bouillon. They turn out really good. And then hash brown casserole. This hash brown casserole is a recipe that many of us make in different varieties. She uses the same recipe that I do. I think I gave it to her after a potluck at work a year or so ago. The other breakfast, one of the other breakfasts is an egg, ham, and cheese sandwich. Like any breakfast sandwich that you would buy anywhere, she's just going to put it on toast on the loaf of bread that we buy with some fruit and some coffee. And the third breakfast is just a couple of scrambled eggs with some leftover hash brown casserole and some fruit. So the coffee we estimated would last her 2 to 3 weeks, and that was a very not optimistic. That was a very maximum at the most. How do I say this? I can't even find my words, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious, you would think it was Monday. This was an estimate of 2 to 3 weeks for that can of coffee, and she feels as though it will last her longer, but that to be conservative for purchasing purposes to do that. There we go. Got it out. Goodness gracious in the morning. All right, so the hash brown casserole serves 10 to 12 servings, especially with the portions that she eats. She will probably be in the more of the 12 to 14 range. The ham is 10 pounds, so we're going to use about half of it in meals here. Let's run through her lunches. Ham sandwich, an apple or other fruit with chips. She's going to have chef salad for lunch on Tuesday. She's going to have leftovers on Wednesday and Thursday for lunch. On Friday, she's going to have leftover tuna casserole. And then on Saturday, she just wants to have a good old PB&J sandwich. For dinners, we already covered Sunday's dinner. On Monday, she's got some tomato soup in the pantry. She's going to have a grilled cheese sandwich with that. On Tuesday, she's going to do Taco Tuesday at Rose's Cafe. And I put $10.80 here because she buys 2 taco plates at $4.99 a piece. And after tax, it comes to $10.80. She does this every single week. What this gives her is 6 tacos, 2 servings of beans and rice, and she can choose between charro beans and black beans, and 4 homemade flour tortillas. Now, she stretches this meal over 3. So she has it for dinner on Tuesday and lunch on Wednesday and Thursday every single week. So she's going to do that on Tuesday. On Wednesday, she's going to have a big chef salad with boiled egg, ham, all of the fixins. Then on Thursday, she's going to make a tuna casserole, and you make that with cream of mushroom soup, some canned peas, some tuna, some egg noodles, and it is delicious. And then every week, guys, I even wrote it as a note down here at the bottom. This lady is so cool. Every week, she goes out to dinner at a historic Cheap Eats restaurant in the Metroplex. So she kind of rotates through them, and she gives herself a budget of $6 for dinner. And there's a place I had never even heard of. I've lived here 6 years, and there's a place called Keller's Drive-In in Dallas. And she goes there and gets a double cheeseburger, and it is a big burger, and cheesy fries. And she gets the cheese on the side because she only eats half of the meal on Friday. Then she has the other half as leftovers on Saturdays. She said that she looks forward to this every single week, and that it kind of helps keep at bay some other cravings. And she rotates through these Cheap Eats place every week. And so she gave me a list of a few of them so that my husband and I could look at them. But I think this is just the coolest thing ever. So she spends $5.20 on this burger and cheesy fries, and it lasts her 2 meals. So her budget for eating out each week is $17, and as you can see, between the $10.80 and the $5.20, it comes out to exactly $16. So she has $1 left to tip her waitress at the drive-in. So perfectly planned. She did phenomenal in planning that out this week. Then, as we said, we went through the lunches, we went through the dinners, and then we have these items. So this was her list at Kroger. This was her list at Walmart. We just went through and added all of that in. And then the alternates. So these were things that were a want and not a need. And I'm sorry that I've already crossed through some, but it was a bag of potato chips to eat with her different sandwiches throughout the week. Then it was some baby spinach for her omelets, which was, she likes it, but she doesn't feel like she has to have it. And then some tortilla chips and guacamole, some bacon, some ole tortilla wraps, and some hummus. So when we got to this total here, she made the decision of what we did and didn't get off of the alternates list. So here's what she did. She took this, and again, these are totals after tax. So it was $17.80 at Kroger before tax. It was about, let's do that math again together. In Texas, our tax is 8.25%. So it's $1.47 for tax, and then the $17.80 comes out to $19.27. Sorry about that. So $19.27. And then at Walmart, we had $20.17 plus $1.66 tax is $21.83. Now, again, these numbers were the most that she was going to have to pay. There are some items that aren't necessarily taxable, and that's how she was able to come in where she was. But if you look at the $21.83 and then $19.27, then she's sitting at $41.10 for her weekly grocery out of the $46.75. Out of all of these things, she really could have gone in and added $4 or $5 more worth of stuff, but the only thing she added was this bag of chips. So if we add that $1.23 and the tax for it, it's $1.23, times, and then I'm just not doing so great here. 123 times 0.0825 is 10 cents tax. So that gives us $1.33 to add to that $41.10. So this is what we went into the grocery carts thinking that she was going to pay out of pocket was the $42.43. And that is what anybody else would pay for all of this stuff. However, she had a digital coupon for 50 cents off of one of her items. And then she also had a 35 cents off of the eggs. So she ended up paying $41.58. And I want to say that it was actually a few cents less than that, but this was her total for the week. I am so proud of her. This was her first week trying to do this. And guys, her energy was infectious. She was so excited. Just having the inventory made her feel like she had more control and had way more options than she felt she had, because we put this stuff away and we don't really think about it. But she had her salad dressings. She even had some like croutons and bacon bits for her salad, which was really cool. So she's got an entire week's worth of meals planned. Plus, there's going to be enough ham, just in the half of the ham that she's going to use, to save for sandwiches and some things next week. Ham happens to be one of her absolute favorite meats. So this worked out really well for her. She is going to be freezing the leftovers of the ham. We are going to be freezing the ham bones separately to use it for a soup later on down the road. But this is her plan for the week. She came in under budget for groceries on her first week, and she came in right on budget for the eating out budget for week 1. So I think that she did an amazing job. I'm super proud of her. And that does it for her grocery shopping and her menu for the week on her low income budget. Now, I wanted to flip over really quick. If you guys watched the video on Financial Friday, then you've seen all of this. These are the comments and feedback that you guys gave for her remaining budget of $337.01. I wrote the comments down and the suggestions for them, and overwhelmingly, everyone placed a priority, excuse me, on the emergency fund. So I took that information back to her. We had a little chat on the phone the other night, and we're going to be making some adjustments to the budget. I had given her some food for thought on a couple of categories, the most relevant one to me being this 125. She and I talked through a virtual planning of one of her trips, and she drives because she's not comfortable flying. And we looked at the cost breakdown and how many times a year she makes that trip, and she is overestimating in this category by almost a third. So what she's decided to do is to take some of this money out and start a few sinking funds, and to use this money to establish the emergency fund first. She's going to put $300 a month out of this into her emergency fund, and it'll take about 3.5 months to get to the full $1,000. The other $37 that she has, she wants to put that towards the snowball and fund any sinking funds out of the surplus from this vacation budget. So I have a separate little video that goes through how we talked through that and which sinking funds she's starting first and what amounts are going to go in those. And I will try and get that posted in the next day or two. But today I just wanted to show you how we took that low income budget that you guys helped with, and we created the meal plan and shopping lists, and how we shopped at Kroger and Walmart and made this plan for her. So again, her copy in her classic size Happy Planner looks much prettier than this. It's not nearly as messy, but this is kind of, I know this looks crazy chaotic, right? But this is kind of how my brain works. We start with what we have, we stick to a budget, and we meal plan. And because she is single and she doesn't mind eating variations of this, we didn't have to buy any other meat. And we've already started talking about the next week. We're going to do some chicken breast and some ground beef, maybe for a couple of meals. But She loved only having to cook a couple of times during the week because she's not really big on cooking yet. And she knew that if she kind of got it out of the way here and here, that she would be set for the rest of the week. She can pre-prep the salad and, you know, with the casseroles and the eating out. And we sort of tried to spread things out so that she didn't have to do any cooking back to back, and that her eating out on Tuesday and Friday kind of was like the, you know, beginning, midweek, and then end of the week. So she had those to look forward to. And I'm just really glad with the way that it turned out. And as of today, which is Tuesday, I texted her this morning to see how it's going, and she's absolutely loving this, talking about how much stress it's taken off of her and how much more in control of her money that she feels, and how she feels like there is hope and there's a light at the end of this tunnel. So I want to thank all of you guys for your feedback. As always, I told her that the best way to do this would be to bring it to the community, because that would be the best possible for her, and you guys have absolutely showed up. So any suggestions or comments that you guys have about the grocery list, the menu plan, and how we did it and what we could do better other than couponing, which is something that we're going to baby step her into in the next month or so, leave those in the comments section below. And that's it for today, guys. I hope to see you tonight in my live, because remember, this week we moved it to Tuesday instead of Wednesday. It's tonight at 7 o'clock Central Time. I hope to see you there, and until I do, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tonight. Bye-bye, everybody.